Batting average leads the team in runs scored, total bases. She's had an outstanding senior year. Puts that in play into center field, and just like that, Auburn has a leadoff base hit from McCrary.
Works of teams they've been facing all season long. Some of the top teams in the country. Auburn battling in the SEC every day.
Sliding catch, Shannon Doherty, a check swing by Packer. Floated over near the coach's box in foul ground, and Doherty able to make the play to get the first out. Out into center field, ranging to her left. Ray makes the catch. Samantha Ray. What a bat for Tresvik. It does result.
Throws the balance off.
Caitlin Felton lets out a scream as she gets her first strikeout. Fanning Leck.
They've done a fantastic job in her first season in the Big 12.
Who wants that? The shortstop does. It's Nadia Peralta. Mister was #1 in the SEC. Really, both these teams very solid defensively, and Penn is able to come back and strike out Ray for the. Right in on the hands of Evans and out towards short and backing up onto the outfield grass. Nadia Peralta goes on. Having said he will retire at the end of the season. That's rolled out slowly to second base. Aubrey Evans getting rollers for the first out. Milanowski hits one to the alley in right center field. That's going to bounce towards the fence all the way to the wall. And Milanowski in with a slide, her third two-base hit of the season, a one-out double. Second season with Auburn. To left field, Stormy Kotzelnick. 2 down.
Coach Ball Malone, who does call the pitches in the dugout.
3-2 guided into left for a base hit. Here comes Milanowski. She'll score a collision and into second with a slide is Roach. And there's her first extra base hit. Kotzelnick and Ray collided, but
Much 2-out RBI from the bottom of the order that Auburn has been looking for. Felton goes outside again, and this time Roach is ready for it. Takes the ball the opposite direction.
That's up the middle, out of reach of the second baseman Evans, and here comes another run. Roach scores. And the bottom of the order, at least the first time through
for Auburn, have worked into hitters' counts, and it has paid off for them. This pitch down in the zone. Peralta gets her barrel to the contact point, has just enough on it, and with 2 outs, there is no stop sign. It's a good sign for the Auburn offense.
McCrary has one of those hits. She fights this off and drops that into left field. Her second hit already in the game. And fourth for Auburn. Off the starter Felton. And now Cochran trying to close the door in the inning, and she does so with a strikeout.
Top today.
Gonna have to throw to first to complete the strikeout, and does so. Run in the Oklahoma series, 34 career homers for Doherty. Third best in school history. This one definitely in play, and it's hit well to left center field and run down and caught up against the fence by Michaela Packer.
Bat from Doherty battles and hits the ball all the way to the warning track, and her swing is only one-upped by Michaela Packer, who times it perfectly. Gets her right hand out to feel where she is by the fence. Watch her right hand. Has her right hand out. Times her jump perfectly.
18 games as a pitcher. 2022 for Cal, and also with 13 homers that year. Excellent two-way player, and she fights that off into the left field corner. A.K. McCrary plays it in quickly. She'll hold Halajian. 2-2. In play up the middle, base hit. Chloe Evans, a wide turn, but holding is the runner Burge. Strike three on the outside corner. Here they get in this game. Some fairly mass substitutions. It's a 5-pitch walk to Tresvik to begin the home half of the third.
Hasn't really found her rhythm, her release point, and sometimes some days are like that for pitchers. You just got to keep working.
Off speed, slowly hit the third. Humphrey, I mentioned, just in the game at third base. The ball finds her and gets the out at first, but Tresvik down to second.
It's an outstanding pitch moving away from Wallers, but did miss outside.
Holding the right for a base hit. Tresvik will be stopped at third as it's quickly played in by Evans, the right fielder. Roller singles and the Tigers, and scored the Tigers' first run. Squares, there goes the runner. You were anticipating Carolee would start McNeever, and they waste no time in doing so.
Keep watching this game. You can watch it over on ESPNU, as we are going to keep watching us. We'll be here all day on Squeeze Play.
You can't make this stuff up, folks. You don't need to go to replay to check that one.
I bet head coach and Auburn has the bases loaded.
And a 3-1 pitch. His high ball 4 and a walk, forces in a run and gives Auburn their first lead. Tresvik touches the plate, 3 here. Ball 4, that is back-to-back bases loaded walks. This one brings in off speed, slow roller. They got to force out at the plate and don't get it. As Cody dropped the ball, the throw is there from Evans, and another run scores. Milanowski comes in, and now an air
To step up and make a play. And again, if you're Auburn, you just keep it going.
top of the order. McCrary left field. This is caught, tagging. Here comes Widra, and she will score. Throw back to second, safe for the turn there, but they're going to appeal.
If I'm Cindy Ball Malone, I'm going to do the same thing. You're trying to do anything you can to get out of the inning, and you see some motion from her upper body, but if you take a look at her feet, that's really what you're looking at. She did not leave early, in my opinion. We'll get another look, but
Kayla Packer, the 9th batter to come up in the inning. Willis has fallen behind 8 of the 9. And that was a single from Ohlers. Bunted. Good play there by Willis as she called off Cody and gets the out at first to end the inning. But 9 batters come to the plate, and Auburn. Kotzelnick goes down after it and strikes out. And a 4th strikeout for Pinta. Well, this week's Sunday Night Baseball National League matchup.
will play 12, 13, 14 players in a game because she has such a deep roster.
Throw down to first, completes the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks to begin the inning for Pinta, and 3 in a row.
They are in because of the amount of strikeouts and her diversity of pitches that she brings to every game.
Wave and a miss by Rose. She strikes out, and Manny Pinta. Off speed, popped up, foul ground with room. Shannon Doherty makes the catch. Take a look at our next.
State of mind. And that was a tough inning, last inning for Sarah Willis. All the free passes. Now coming back with 2 quick outs.
Scream there from Willis after getting the strikeout. And instead it's ball 4. And a 2-out walk, which again isn't the end of the world, but
Of all of her pitches.
on the ground at third base. Time there for Humphrey to get the out at first to end the inning. So Willis does have a scoreless bottom half of the.
Deep into counts, several hits, and this second time through the lineup has been a much different story.
Playable and foul ground from Peralta. 1 gone. We mentioned we got Florida State Chattanooga come from Chattanooga. Whacked into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Picked up by Packer and in with a head first slide. Getting that right hand in safely. Jada Cody. Inside and that hitter. Doherty hit by pitch. Tying run for UCF is going to get into the on-deck circle. Sona Halajian had a pretty good rip at that 1-0 pitch. It was off speed. She's going to bounce this through the right side. Cody coming to the plate in with a slide. Halajian's RBI makes it a 6-3 game, and here come the Knights.
A pull hitter. She has her power up the middle to the pull side. So what's Penn to do? She throws her an outside pitch. It says not a bad pitch. It's on the outer half of the plate. But Halajian is patient, lets it get deep, actually beats it into the ground, but does take it the other way. Does not pull the ball. It's another run.
Hit to left field. That's going to find the alley. Doherty will score. Halajian to second. An RBI single for Evans. And just like that, on back-to-back swings, the Knights cut the deficit in half from 4 down to 2.
Well, this is a team that has been facing tough pitching all season. And Maddie Penta, yeah, she's one of the best in the country. But UCF has been preparing for this regional game after game in the Big 12. This is a rise ball up in the zone. And right now, UCF has something that every team wants in the postseason, and that is momentum.
By the way, they had already run. Instead of 2-1, it's a 3-1 pitch. Bounce to second. Out there, bare hand. What a throw. Got him. Roach to Peralta, and Nelia just took it second base. And to me, it looks like the one they should be looking at is first base.
Yeah, we've got the advantage here. And you know, she still might. She might. Well, no, she's used one review already. So she only gets one more review. So you're taking a look at Peralta's foot when she does catch the ball with her bare hand. And the first.
The call is here, but the play at first looks to be. She should. That's the one you should appeal to.
Right, and it looked high.
Well, that's what they're going to do. Out at second, safe at first. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Here comes Wohlers. And that ends the inning. UCF back in the game, though. They score 2. Left center field, looking like extra bases. Widra on her way to second, and she will be in standing with a leadoff double.
This was the third double of the game for Auburn, for a team not normally known as hitting a lot of extra base hits. This is a marginal pitch. May have been out of the strike zone, but Widra commits to hitting the pitch, lets it get deep in the zone. That bat, something that's going to move the runner from second base. Get Widra over to third base.
And that's going to do the job as that was between the legs of Cody.
With another opportunity here to get a run on the board.
And there's strike 3 on the high part of the zone. It gets Roach looking. Second K. Off speed, bounce to short, throw back to third, safe. Williams does not get it out, and Peralta will reach on a fielder's choice. The direction of the Knights. Top of the order up, Crary.
And just not being.
Second. Wave and a miss, and a strikeout of McCrary. Bouncing ball coming up on it, little juggle, but the throw to first in time from Aubrey Evans. And Willis is able to get out of that jam unhurt. We have finished 5. It stays at 3 3 pitches. Lowe gets the strikeout. Hey, it's kind of hard to see the lines there right now. And that's hit over the shortstop Peralta and into left field. And the end result turns out to be the same. It's a base hit for Nene Rowe. There she goes. The pitch thrown down and safe. Peralta didn't field it cleanly. Was trying to put a quick tag. Kind of an interesting play if she was able to actually catch that in the play. Comes that top of the order for UCF. Popped up on the infield, and the infield fly should be in effect. It is. Catch made nonetheless for Peralta. That's a huge out for Shelby Lowe.
2 outs. Been very productive.
High fly. Left field. It's deep, and UCF leads. Have taken a 7-6 lead.
Oh, UCF is a team that never quits, and this pitch, she goes again. Lowe goes again to her curveball, but this time it's elevated and a little bit too much over the plate, and Doherty does not miss.
33rd, 34th, and 35th RBIs. Doherty, all Big 12 second team this year.
And now take the lead.
Base hit. Elijah's 3rd consecutive hit in this game. She's 3 for 4. Three an inning to go. And there's another one. Evans' 3rd hit, actually her 4th hit. Chloe Evans is 4 for 4. In play to center. Hit deep. Gone! The second 3-run homer of the inning. That's her 2nd homer of the year, and that was to dead center field for Jasmine Williams.
UCF with 2 outs, they have done damage. This is a backdoor curve that falls right into the middle of the plate in the strike zone, and Jasmine Williams times it up perfectly. She is on time, she is on balance, and absolutely blasts it out of the park for UCF. What an inning.
Stormy Kotzelnick is the 9th batter to come up in the inning for the Knights, and she gets a high fly to center that will stay in the park for Packer to retire the side. Well, 2 3-run home.
A lesson in perseverance, and Coach Cindy Ball Malone really had a tough decision to make there. She had used her visit as Willis gets the first strikeout of the innings, really working, but you know, she'd practiced that before in terms of not having a pitch, and she gets her 2nd strikeout of the inning, but she had practiced that. Hey, you don't have this pitch today. You still got
3-2 on the way from Willis. Stayed high. The off-speed pitch. And that's ball 4. Maybe the hitter's timeout with floated out into right field. Caught. Sliding grab there made by Chloe Evans. And that takes care of the Tigers in this. High fly, deep center, and another one's going to get out. A solo blast for Sierra Humphreys. 3rd of the year. It's a 5-run lead.
Well, UCF is known more for their speed than their power, but they are showing you they also can hit the long ball. The first batter, Redra sees. She puts one too much over the white part of the plate, and as we have seen all game long.
Gotten charged up. And nothing you can do to throw her out right there. You know, you can make an argument. Now, granted, she didn't hit either of the 2 3-run home runs Nene wrote, but
just on the process.
Right field and in right center, Isis Fick with the catch for the first out.
And so you continue to talk about process, you know, when you get beat by a #1 Texas, beat by a #2 Oklahoma.
On losses, and I know there aren't. There goes Nene, and Rowe has a stolen base for second of the game. You know, you're not talking any.
You know, she's been able to get a few more kids on campus.
Out in his shallow right goes the second baseman, and Roach makes the catch. Leadoff home run for Humphrey. Last chance for the Tigers. And maybe that's the start for Auburn. Base hit left field for Wedra. Her second hit on base for a third time today.
It just hung in there and hung in there and hung in there with that off-speed pitch.
And there's ball 4, and the Tigers have put the first 2 on here in the last of the 7th. To third, out there to first in the dirt, but dug out. 5-3 double play, and just like that, Willis gets a pair. That's to the third baseman Humphrey on to first, and UCF with 9 unanswered runs late come back and win it 11-6.
You got to give a lot of credit to UCF for their perseverance, their resilience. They did it with the long ball today. A huge win for UCF.
And there's 6 straight in game 1 in their NCAA regional. Do it for the 2nd straight year here in Tallahassee. That was quite an affair, Carol Bruggeman. Coming up next, Penn State taking on Texas State in the College Station Regional. We'll send you there with Trey Bender and Brittany McKinney. For Carol Bruggeman, our terrific crew here in Tallahassee, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us.